Hi guys, welcome back to Necessarily Tiffany. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning for yet another video, welcome back, Necessarily Family. Guys, we are not setting up. We're not in the bed. We are literally on the couch because we are exhausted. We are celebrating this weekend and we wanted to make sure we did our countdown video because today we are at number 6. You hear me? Number what, Marcus?
6.
We are at number 6 as we're celebrating the countdown to Say I Do, which will be airing on Netflix July 1st. So today for number 6, we are counting down 6 songs that shaped our relationship. So if we could do a soundtrack and 6 songs, or is that more like an EP? Whatever. If we could do a soundtrack / EP with 6 songs, what songs would they be? So I'm going to go first and I'm going to start to count down. Are you guys ready? Here we go. Number 6, I'm going to go with Drake's Best I Ever Had. We both love the So Far Gone mixtape, but I'm going to have to pick one song, so I'm going to go ahead and pick Best I Ever Had because that was one of the songs that we bumped in the whole mixtape. The summer we first got together, literally we were broke, so we would just literally like ride around and sit at parks and listen to music, and that's one of the songs we would play. The whole mixtape was fire. But I'm going to go ahead and go with that one for number 6. Number 5, I'm going to say So High by John Legend. I actually walked down the aisle to So High in our first wedding. I love the song. It made me emotional. When I first heard it, I cried. It really reminds me of our relationship. And I was like so concerned that I would cry walking down the aisle, but I didn't. My brother Jonathan actually cried before they even opened the door and all the way down the aisle. If I can find the picture, I will insert it here. Shout out to you, Jonathan. Number 4, I'm going to say will be, I'm going to say LeCrae, Buttons. And that is on the Gravity album. And, oh, that's so hard. So Marcus loves Christian hip hop. He calls it CHH. I never heard it be called CHH, but he likes Christian hip hop. And I really didn't at first because it's like a whole bunch of like twerking beats to Christian songs, and it threw me off every time he would play it. But it stuck to me. That album in particular stuck to me. Not to mention a lot of these Christian hip hop artists aren't, hard on the eyes. But their music is good, and that's when I really started to kind of shy away from hard hip hop and really listen to more conscious and more spiritual music. So the Gravity album was definitely our album to travel to. Every vacation we went on, we would listen to that album. I can literally tell you that Gravity can play 3 full times before we stop to get gas to go to Charlotte. That's how many times we listened to the album. But Buttons is really a song about relationships and how hard they can be, but you still love that person. And I really love that. So shout out to you, LeCrae, for really making a song about relationships. Not just glorifying them, but also talking about the hard parts that a lot of people don't want to admit they have. Number 3 for me is going to be Return of the Mack. So for those of you who know Marcus, he's an old guy. So Return of the Mack by Morrison is one of those songs that will get Marcus on the dance floor, that he's going to dance to. And he doesn't really dance. I don't know what you call it. It's not really a dance. I'll just say he moves rhythmically. But it's one of those dances, one of those songs that he will actually move to. And no matter what barbecue, no matter what family reunion, what event, and if they play it, like, he's going to find a way to go ahead and scream that first, whoa! Like, he loves it. And he sings every, like, ad-lib, and, like, Return of the Mack is his song. And I think it shapes our relationship because no matter what we're doing, he will play that song, no matter what kind of event we're going to. Like, that's like a get ready song for him. That's like a hype song for him. And he loves Return of the Mack. Number 2 is Al Green, Let's Stay Together. Marcus is a singer. He doesn't act like it, but he loves to hum and sing any kind of music. But Marcus he comes from the school of, because he's an old man, Al Green, Sam Cooke, like all those people. But he definitely loves Let's Stay Together. No matter where it comes on, when it's another one like Return of the Mack, Marcus is going to perform it. He's going to sing it. And that is the only karaoke song he's ever sung. And every time he does it, it's perfect. And he sings it to me, and I just love it because of the words, and I really know he means it. So that's one of the songs that just has followed us through our relationship, and I just absolutely love it. Number one is going to be Everlasting God by William Murphy. Since we've heard the song, that song has just permeated our spirits, permeated our souls. And there'll be days that we couldn't get up, and we would play that song on repeat until we get energy to get up and move. Like literally, that song has helped to increase our faith. There are Bible verses in there, just slight reminders that God is just there for us. God loves us, and we're going to get through it. Literally, the first words of the song is, "The Lord is my light and salvation. Whom shall I fear? Whom shall I be afraid?" So we would sing that song in some of our like worst times when we just chose to worship, and literally it would just take us to another level. So I'm definitely grateful. So all those 6 songs are songs I would say that have helped to shape our relationship. See, now Marcus's list may be a little bit different, but I'm going to go ahead and let him explain his.
Hey guys, so here are the top 6 songs that have kind of helped shape our relationship. Number 6 is Sure Thing by Miguel. That song helped to kind of close out the wedding we had in 2012. And it's really just it's a song you kind of put on and ride around to. But it's also, it's dope because it describes that pretty much the one thing we kind of guarantee and kind of bank on is the fact that we love each other. Number 5 is Anything. And I get ragged on this so bad because Jaheim sings, work my fingers to the bone. And Tiffany's like, oh, you got an office job. You don't work out in construction. But when I think of work, I don't think of just putting your hand to the plow.
Tied my fingers all the way to the bone.
See that? We're trying to play. But you can have a desk job that's mentally exhausting, but at the end of the day, you're still doing everything you can to make sure that your wife and your family are taken care of. That's how I view the song. That's how I view, or at least hear the lyrics. You have anything I own, like anything,
that's the truth.
That says a lot.
Amen. Number
4 is Sweetest Love by Thicke. That is probably one of my favorite songs to kind of dance to or move rhythmically. I was told that I move like a bouncing hanger. So I will be the first one to say that I don't dance often, but at least that song is one of those songs where I can kind of grab Tiffany up and we can move or we can dance. It's just something about it. Number 3 is PDA by John Legend. I like to show public displays of affection, at least when we've been out and about. We've been quarantined for a little bit now, but when we are out, it's nothing for me to hold Tiffany's hand or to give her random kisses or to pinch her butt.
Why'd you say butt like that? Pinch her butt.
But at least for me, it's a way to show that I love her and that I care. Number 2 is I Love You by LeCrae. It's a dope song. It's at the end of one of his albums. It was actually untitled for a little bit, but it literally describes how a man could have his faults and a man can mess up, but he still has somebody that loves him. And that man doing everything he can to make sure that woman is taken care of. Despite the flaws that we have, you're still responsible for leading your house. You're still the priest of your household and still having to admit your fault and also continuing to provide that leadership and love that's necessary for the house to survive. So for me, that's one of those things where I literally heard it and was like, oh snap, like it's a song that kind of speaks volumes to me. 1 is A Little Bit by Drake. It's off the So Far Gone mixtape. I am not a Drake fan, but I do like that mixtape. That's probably the only mixtape that I'll ever listen to from Drake or album.
Dang.
It's nothing wrong. It's just
preference, I guess.
It's a preference. Some people like it. Some people like him and listen to everything he puts out. But for me, that mixtape was straight fire from start to finish. But A Little Bit came out right when Tiffany and I started dating. and it was fresh, and it was a stage where it kind of provided a soundtrack for us to really get to get reacclimated with each other and to reconnect and kind of love on each other. So those are my 6.
Kinda. We really loved on each other.
We did love on each other a lot.
All right, guys. So those are our 6. Again, we are about to chill out, have a date night, watch a movie, eat some snacks, drink some water. But we just wanted to come on and do our 6 songs that really describe and have shaped our relationship. You guys, please put your songs below. Songs that shape your life or your relationship, or just songs that you can't go without. Let us know what those songs are and what they mean to you. Again, we will be watching Say I Do on July 1st on Netflix. We love you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow.